Shalom, 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 Yashala. This your boy, Brother Samuel, Shamuwala, coming back to you with another edifying video, right? And today's lesson is going to be called Coming to a Neighborhood Near You, right? First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, right? That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and the only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from Tahar on down, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth. So like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Coming to a Neighborhood Near You. You know, and I was watching, I seen some videos, about this, and I seen Elder Apostle Tahar, I seen him do a video on this gentleman about this Aldi's that I believe is in London, where you don't have to use cash to pay, right? You use a QR code, and I heard one of my ox, talk about it too. So I kind of saw the video, and I wanted to, do some lammies on it. So, but and the same guy did one about Amazon 2 years ago. You can see right here, where he went in, he grabbed stuff, right? He didn't take out anything to pay. Right? Everything was all it was all calculated. Right when he walked out, it was paid for. It's just the same technique. And the thing is, right there, what's happening is this technology and all this stuff is here to like desensitize us and to conform us. So when they do usher out the MOTB, hey, it's gonna be people are willingly gonna take it, right? Because it's gonna be just they're gonna say, hey, this is the newest, greatest, smoothest, easiest thing to do. No more will you have to fumble around for cash. No more will you have to, look for your keys. All your things, it's all going to be put in your hand on your forehead, right? And the scriptures talk about this, So I just want to show, a little bit of this video, fair use, right? I'm going to say that, fair use. So now we're just going to do a little bit, about the video, and I'm going to go through some scriptures, and Lord's will, I'll close it out. All right, so let's get to it.
Another day in London and another checkout free shop has opened. This time it is Aldi. You may have seen my video from last year where I checked out the Amazon Fresh shop. It was the first one.
Right, and if you guys have noticed too, I shop at Aldi's too, and the thing about it is, now they're replacing, the cashiers with self-checkout, and the self-checkout is going to lead to like that robotic, type of thing where you're not really dealing with, cashiers and humans. You're going to be dealing with the machinery, and let's get to this, right? Let me
In London, it's been quite a while since that. I've arrived at the new Aldi store. It's very conveniently placed next to a Sainsbury's.
So, all this little technology is leading up, like I said, to this C-hip, that's what's going on, right? Right now we use our phones, right? But all this stuff is going to be all on one thing, man. This is going to be that one technology, that gets away with a lot of stuff, So let's get to it, right? I want to kind of just skim through it, and you can look at it too. This is Jack Jenkins, and he, like I said, he's been doing these different things. He did the Amazon Fresh store, right? And this is the newest one where he's done in Aldi's, right? And this is let's see, well, this is about a year ago, so this technology is out there, right? But I just want to to go through this. Okay.
In case what you see there is not to your liking, there she is. Let's check it out. Awesome, thanks.
So you see, there's to get in. There's like a like even like when you catch a train or something, right? You had that little turnstile thing, right, in order to get in, right? Salakia.
Once the code is,
Use the phone. And if you see, like, there's cameras and different things, all up there where you can kind of see, right? So I'm not really going to go into it, right? You kind of know the gist of it, right? He's going in, he's, grabs the items, and then he just kind of walks out, right? And what happens is he gets a notification, of what he purchased, and this is the thing, right? They're trying to, all this technology, that you see now, all this stuff is leading up. Like, you got the credit cards, right, with the chip in it now, right? And what do they do? What do? You just tap it, on the thing, and it reads the card, right? You don't have to kind of swipe your card no more. You don't have to, do all that stuff. So it's built for convenience, right? And it's ultimately to get this cash out of here too, because we know that the cash is going to go, right? We're talking about the CBDC, right? The central banking, which is going to make this a cashless society, right? And how you're going to be able to do all this stuff is, eventually it's going to lead up, to that C-hip, right? That's going to go in the right hand on your forehead, right? So all this technology, and all these things that, when people, the simple-minded people are looking at it, oh yeah, that's just going to be so much easier to do things, right? But ultimately, they don't understand, right? All this stuff is prophesied in the scriptures, and all this stuff, is like I said, is leading up to the C-hip, right? With the Revelation 13:16, right? And what they don't understand is, hey, if you take this mark, hey, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed, right? You're going to have to eat ICBM missiles. You're going to have to eat the lasers from the chariots, man. The Yahawashi is not playing with this, But 2/3 of our people are gonna take this, and they're gonna be destroyed here in America, for this wicked ways, right? So they're trying this thing out, right? And it's coming, like I said, it's coming to a neighborhood near you soon, and we see it. Like, how they push things out is they gradually push it out, they'll put it in movies, they'll do different things, so that you can, like, oh yeah, I seen this, and then all of a sudden you get kind of comfortable with it, and then boom, you take it, So, let's say enough of the video, right? I want to get into some of the scriptures, and then I'm gonna close it out, right? Lord's willing. So let's get into it, right? So first off, let's go to 2 Corinthians, right, 2 and verse number 11, right? It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We're not ignorant of the devices. We're not ignorant of this plan that he has, right? So we see these things. We know that all these things are ushering in, right, the MOTB, man, right, or that C-hip. All these things are the prelude, right, to the coming of this one thing, right? So we see all this technology, you've seen Elon Musk, we know, with the Neuralink, right? You see all these different things, they're all coming, and coming together, right? And it's all these pieces are being put together, right? And that's, increasing, let's get that, right? Increasing the knowledge, right? Matter of fact, Salakia, let me finish that out. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We're not ignorant of his devices, right? And how we're not ignorant of devices, right, is through the power and spirit of Bahasham, right? For the teachers, right, Great Millstone, right? Who has been pushing this 100% truth, right, and this understanding, and it's given, through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, it's given us this wisdom and understanding to open our eyes to help us to see what's going on, So let's get this, right? Let's go to the book of Daniel, right, chapter 12 and verse number 4. And it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." Right? And the knowledge is being increased, from these prophecies and things. As time gets closer, we see it, right? We're seeing, what this actually is entailing. We see what's actually going on, right? And we can see the ushering in, right, of this MOTB, man, right? And we're out here to warn the people, man, to warn you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, not to take this thing. Right, it's coming in, right? They're gonna make it simple, but they're gonna keep ushering it in, right, until they fully implement it, right? Let's get this, right? Let's go to the book of so knowledge, has been increased, on this earth. Let's go to Habakkuk, right, chapter 2 and verse number 2, and it says, "And Yahawah answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth." Right. So when we think this is a warning sign to us, Yahawashi said, "Watch therefore and pray," and these are the things that we're watching for. These are the things that we're looking at, and we see these things ushering in, right? So when I saw the like I say, I recently went to Aldi's. I hadn't been there in a little minute. When I went there, I seen all these self checkouts, and they had got rid of a lot of the cashier checkout spots, and I was like, wow, okay, and you see these things starting to happen, and you can see these things of how it's going to play out, right? Because you see the guy, if you watch the video, right, he couldn't get into the store unless he had that QR code, right? Unless he had that code or that thing, So guess what's going to happen when they implement that, in the right hand and the forehead, right? You're going to be using that, and that's how you're going to enter in, be able to enter in and enter out, to buy and to sell, But it says, and Yahawashi answered me and said, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth," right? So, you can read it. It's clear enough. And we're trying to make this thing as clear enough as we can, so that you can see it and be a warning to avoid it, But a lot of our people are blinded and covered, right, with the veil over their eyes. And they can't see this, But we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, right? We know what's going on. We know who's in charge right now, right? Let's get this, right? And I bring this out all the time because it's, it's facts, right? It says, Job chapter 9, verse 24, says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Right? So right now we know, like in the book of Daniel, right? It said to shut up the words and seal them even to the time of the end. Well, now we know that we're at the end because the book is being unsealed. We're understanding the prophecies and the things that were written aforetime, right? And now, like I said, our knowledge is being increased, right? So now we understand who the wicked is, and we understand what the agenda of the wicked is, through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, right? So it says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? And let's get this, right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, right? Or the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, right? Chapter 37 and verse 3, it says, "O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?" Right? And that's what they're doing. They're covering the earth with deceit, with lies, right? They're gonna push this agenda, right? That this is the newest and greatest thing. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread, man. And it's coming to a neighborhood near you, right? We see it, being implemented, where they have taken away cash in certain societies now, I believe it's in Nigeria now, right? It's like they're ushering in that, right, and they're slowly ushering in here into Babylon. So this is coming, and it's coming to a neighborhood near you, whether you like it, love it, believe it or not, right? So if you got your stash under your mattress, man, you got your little racks and racks. Hey, man, it's not gonna mean anything in a few, because they're gonna get rid of this cash and they're gonna force it to be cashless, right? And then what are you gonna do with that? Only thing you'll be able to do with that paper is burn it for some heat, or to wipe your behind, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but it says, "O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?" Right, and that's what's happening, man. The earth is being covered with deceit, right? And what is that? Let's get to it, right? This is the book of Revelation, right? Chapter 13 and verse number 16. And it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads," right? And we see like these different things ushering in. Like I was just saying, we seen Elon Musk come with the Neuralink, you know, and they're gonna usher that and say, "Oh, well, this is the greatest thing. Like, it's helping people to walk, bodily functions. People who probably can't speak, right? It puts in it sends a wave to help them so now we can understand the thoughts and speech, and they're going to be doing all these things, like it's going to be a great miracle, right?" So it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name," right? So you're not going to be able to buy and sell, right? You're not going to be able to buy and sell, right? And what's crazy is, I used to work for, a grocery chain, and like a lot of the technology has been in place for a minute, right? They used to have where, cameras, towards the bottom of the registers, right, to pick up on certain things, like if you got items on the bottom of a cart, right, there was things that had thermal heat that could read how many people were standing in line, and it would tell you when you need to open up a new line. Like all this technology is and this was back in the day. So all this stuff is has been increased. All this stuff is being ushered in to show you what's going on. We gotta be smart. But yeah, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." And I believe Elder Apostle Ramlab, went into this, about the mark, and how like even like the barcode, right? When you read it, he had broke it down where it shows like 666, right? And the thing, even though the numbers, you don't necessarily see the numbers in there, but you can see like how the lining up of it is. Whatever he broke it down, right? It was playing on tables, but this is what we got to understand, man. This is what's coming to a neighborhood near you. Let's go to Revelation 14, right? 14:9, because this is what's going to happen. If you take this, right? This is Revelation 14, verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb," right? And that Lamb is Yahawashi, right? When he's coming with the chariots, right? Which they call UFOs, or unidentified flying objects, or UAPs, unidentified flying phenomena, or whatever it may be. But that fire and brimstone, right? That's also talking about those ICBM missiles, man. Right? Because if you take this, you're gonna be destroyed, and you're gonna be destroyed by those ICBM missiles, right? That's gonna turn this place Babylon into the lake of fire, right? And it's gonna, Most High is gonna basically have to melt your skin off your bones, right? And basically obliterate you for taking this mark, man. And that's what we out here to warn the people, man, right? To stay away from it, right? To avoid it, right? That he may read it and that he run. What is it? In Havoc, it says that he may run that read it. We out here to warn the people, man, that they may run away from that. It's time to avoid that. You see that coming, man. No, you don't take it. But all this stuff is implemented and it's coming to a neighborhood near you, and we're trying to warn you, man. Let's get this. Let's go to oh, and one thing too, they don't tell you. What is it, 16? Yeah. This is Revelation 16 and 2. I'll just start at 2, right? I'll just get to the point. It says, "And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image." Right? So there, when you take this, when you take that MOTV right in your right hand, your forehead, it's going to cause grievous wounds, right? And sores. It's grievous sores, right? And what is that talking about? That's talking about the that answer, man. That C answer, right? You got to put it together and get it, man. That's radiation. What does radiation cause? You got to think about that, right? This thing is going to be emitting radiation, radioactive stuff. What do you think is gonna happen to you? What's going to be happening to your body when you put something foreign in your body? What do you think is going to happen, man? Right? So it said that, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshiped his image, right? And ultimately, it's also going to be those ICBM missiles, right? That's going to be a sore destruction, man. Let's go to the book of John, right? Book of John, chapter 16 and verse number 3. And it says, "And these things they will do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me." Right? So there's gonna be, and this is the thing too, because when you don't take this, right? When you read into like Second Ezra, it said they're gonna be casting you out of their houses, right? Because you're not gonna be able to pay for anything, right? You're gonna lose your job. There's gonna be all types of things that's gonna be going on, right? For not taking this, because he's gonna try to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, to take this, right? To be able to function in this society, right? So when you don't take this, right, you're going to be cast out, your home's going to be plumaged or whatever. There's going to be all types of, things that's going on, right? But what does the Revelation say, if you don't take this, right? Let's get that. Salakia. Let me keep reading on this. Salakia, I'm sorry. It says, "But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I have told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you." Right? So these things we're trying to tell you. So when it happens, or when you see it, being ushered in, you know, oh, that's what the brothers was talking about. That's that MOTB. That's the CHIP. That's Revelation 13 and 16, right? 16, 17. Revelation 13, 16, and 17. That's what they was talking about. That's what that is, right? Because when you look into it, when you look in that word, in Revelation 13 and 16, right? Salakia. My phone is tripping. And it says, "And he called us all, both small and great, rich and poor, right, free and bond, to receive a mark. And that mark is
Strong's G 5480. Charagma.
Right? Or karagma, right? It's karagma, right? It says a stamped and imprinted mark of a mark stamped on the forehead on the right hand. It says the mark branded upon horses, and it says thing carved, sculpture, graven work, right? So something that's implanted, right? When you carve in, you're digging into something, It says, so it's the charagma, right? So this mark, right, it's not spiritual, man. This is something that's physical, This is something that is physical, and you have to understand that, And that's why we keep, talking about this, right? Because this is one of the major prophecies that has got to unfold, And we know when this thing unfolds, that we know, hey, that the salvation is near, Salaki, let's get this. Let's go to Revelation, right, 22 and verse number 6, and it reads, "And he said unto me, These sayings are faithful and true. And Yahawashi, our power of the holy prophets, sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done." Right? So we're not ignorant, because the Lord, when you go to Revelation 19 and 10, right, we know that Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, right? And through prophecy, right, we're able to see these things and read about them before they happen, right? So that we can warn the people, right? So when these things do come, they can see it and they'll be forewarned, and we make it plain upon tables, So these things must shortly be done, right? These things are have to be done. These prophecies are gonna be fulfilled, right? Like it, love it, believe it or not, And we're out here to warn the people, man. Do not take this, right? But we see this stuff ushering in, and when we continue to blow the horn, to warn the people, right? Let's get this. And those who don't take it, right? Yahawashi said, this is Revelation 3 and 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." Like that hour of temptation is, I'm gonna need to take this thing, right, in order to feed my family, or I keep my job or whatever. No, man, forget that, man. You got to put your trust in Yahawashi, man. Right? Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High, right? Paraphrasing, right? It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Right? So this thing is going to be, it's going to seem like it's so beautiful, and it's going to be, like I keep saying, it's going to be like the next thing, the best thing since sliced bread, right? But this will be leading to your destruction, and it's coming to a neighborhood near you, and we're out here to warn you, So Yahawashi said, if you keep his patience, right, and you wait on Yahweh Shemel Shai, he will deliver, This is Revelation 3 and 22. It says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches," man. So you got to have that understanding, man. The Most High has to open your eyes and your ears and give you the understanding of this thing, man. Because there's a lot of brothers, who are in this truth and don't understand this, right? They thinking that the sea hip is spiritual, right? They don't understand that this thing is physical and it's coming fast, man, right? And we got to watch and warn and warn the people, man, right? So hopefully this has been edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Kahal Yahawah, Bahasham Mashiach Yahawashi, Bahasham Rachak Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the elect, man. Stay strong, right? Stay diligent, stay focused, keep enduring in these last days, keep watching and praying, right? And keep blowing and sounding the alarm to warn the people, man, right? That these things are coming, These things are coming, and it's coming to a neighborhood near you, and you got to watch out, right? And with that, shalom.